Hi, I'm Tenda Mercy.
And I'm Betty. I'm the Director for Voices and Leaders Initiative, VVI.
Welcome back to our second podcast premiere.
I'm Maria.
Question number 1. What small steps can make our movement safer?
Safety is not equally distributed, and your question is just right. What can we actually do? Thank you very much, Mercy. As you said, the city can feel different depending on who you are. Yeah? And a young woman on a taxi stage, a teenage boy doing casual work, a girl walking home alone after evening classes, a young man renting in an unstable area or community, a person who does not speak a dominant language very well or fluently. For example, a refugee or someone without enough money for a safer route. Safety is not equally distributed. And your question is just right. What can we actually do? Yeah? So to start with, it is important that we plan our life. If you can know what it takes for a day, what do you want to do today? Where do you want to go? Yeah? And I think Maria wants to say something very quickly before we can move on.
So I want to start by planning. We talked about it. Planning is the crucial thing that we have to follow. Planning. Know where you're going to pass the route. You have to know your route. Are there people? Or is it somewhere that always has few people, no houses, no shops? Do you know that mean of transport you're going to use? How much money do you need? You have to know the amount you need for your transportation, because most people walk. Okay, I can say I have 10K. It can help me to go somewhere and come back. But do you know what you're going to find? The problems, challenges. You have to add in like a 5K. That's in planning. Yeah. As I was saying, we have to plan. Before you move, you have to plan. Naye, you also have to, apart from planning, toyina kwerabira kugamba like omuntu akuli okumpi. These wajolaga, like people who are close to you, mother, a friend, and also you have to share with longer hours, because one go year 15 and what, so that even if you forget, at least someone is aligoberera your movements. So after that, we have to, while moving, keep your hands free. You understand? People, thieves in town, they always look at people with a lot of things. So you're being a target by moving with lots of things. It also helps you to be free to defend yourself in case of anything. You can simply defend yourself or run or something. Yeah.
Very good, Maria, and I totally agree with you. And another way that, especially young girls and women, because a lot of women are hustling in the city. So keeping the phone batteries charged is very critical. Sometimes a woman or a young lady may have a challenge or under attack or at risk of gender-based violence, and before she could do anything, the phone is off. Yeah? So it is important. Charge your phone before you leave your house. If a place, a taxi you have entered in, a person you are connecting with feels wrong, leave immediately or contact someone you trust. Do not stay and wait to see if the situation might change or might not. Be proactive. Your safety is in your hands.
Bw'obeera ng'olaba omuntu akutunuulira, maybe genda ewalala, or talk to someone. Funa omuntu kolaba ali presentable oba more secure, atambule naye, goberera abantu abali in groups. At least when you see that this person is looking at me, follow a group.
Exactly.
Yeah, follow a group.
On top of that,
Have
have the phone, the helplines. There are so many helplines. The police helpline, Ministry of Gender has a helpline. Many organizations have helplines that you can call and get help in case you are at risk at a certain point. So make sure before you leave your house, you have at least a helpline in your phone. A number that you can call immediately in case you are at risk.
So, the key things to take from that question: follow your instincts, read red flags and take note of them, create rapport with the people around you. Like, you're the reason for your safety. Make sure you at least try to keep yourself safe. Okay, let's dive into another question. What new ideas, community initiatives, or digital approaches could strengthen current efforts to prevent GBV, gender-based violence, among young people in urban communities?
Thank you, Mercy. That is a very critical question, and it is important to explore how prevention can be enhanced. And what we are doing today is part of it, having this podcast, having these discussions in relation to enhancing prevention. And what should be done, as you say, to bring about social change, to drive change of attitudes and practices. Yeah, the perpetrators of gender-based violence live with us in the community. We are talking about gender-based violence in relation to public spaces. So, who are the people in the public spaces and how are they targeted for awareness raising? So, as Voices and Visions Initiative, we are looking at creating products that make people who do awareness reach everyone wherever they are. And one of them is this podcast that we are premiering, yeah, where we share information and anyone that has a smartphone can watch and understand what is being talked about in relation to gender-based violence. We have people like the public taxis commuters, those who are driving taxis, and the conductors. What risk do they pose to the community, to women and girls especially, and to young boys as well? And are they targeted for awareness raising so that they can change their practices? Yeah. So creating products that are targeted to distinct groups of people. I mentioned the taxis drivers, the borders themselves, yeah, the hawkers. Many people speak sometimes negatively about borders that they perpetrate violence, but are they targeted for awareness raising so that they can discuss, consume information in relation to prevention of gender-based violence, and work among themselves to change their attitudes and practices, especially towards women, girls, and young children. Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct. We are creating awareness. By this, I have noticed that these messages are being spread, but most of them don't reach the people it needs to get to. So by this, I think we have to start using the language people understand. People are out there, they don't know about these things and they need to know about it.
True.
Yes.
True.
And how are we going to do this? Let us take the message to them.
For example, in Kampala is multilingual. There's so many dialects and languages in Kampala. So do you mean to say that all products that are being created for awareness raising, messages being passed out, should relate to all the different languages being spoken in Kampala, for example?
Luganda is the most spoken. Yes, then English, then Swahili.
Yeah.
Most people in Uganda can understand Swahili and Luganda and English. So, also ogenda ku stage, bodaboda stage, n'obagamba, n'obanyonyola, n'obagamba engeri gye okola ki? Onyambeko awo?
Engeri gy'asobola okwewalamu gender-based violence okumukosa kubanga ekosa buli omu gender-based violence, bakazi, basajja, n'abaana. So when you get time n'ogenda kuwamoda n'omunyonyola all about gender-based violence, you create awareness, you help them know how to prevent it.
And how to help others. These people, they have been seeing it happen, but when they don't know what's happening, you understand? So by going out there and explaining everything to them, they can know if, for example, if they are watching a football game and then these people start fighting or something, now it comes to their heads. I'm not going to stand and watch. I have to come in. This is how I'm supposed to help this person. You understand? Yes.
No, that is very important. Messages on prevention of gender-based violence should reach all public spaces in the city, in the different languages, as Maria has said. And these messages can be passed through posters. We can also create messages using animated videos that can be shared online, and everyone that has a smartphone can view them. Whatever means that is required, everyone in the city should be able to get a message in relation to prevention of gender-based violence. And that will help drive change, social change in our communities. And involvement of youth. As Voices and Visions Initiative, we are looking at the young people. They are the change agents. They drive changes in communities. And it is exciting to have students from the university volunteering to talk about gender-based violence, not in technical perspective, because this is not their areas of expertise, but because of the passion to see that their communities are safe. And without technical knowledge, they are able to articulate within their basic knowledge of what gender-based violence and create this information so that their community can receive and discuss and bring change. The ultimate goal for this discussion is to end gender-based violence in the communities.
So dear viewers, most especially you who already move through high-risk areas, build a micro-plan. What time is riskier? Which route has more people and light? Who can you call? What phrase will you use if you need a quick pick? A quick pick up or call back? And if maybe you've gone through gender-based violence, you're a survivor of GBV or you're at risk of GBV, you're not alone. Like, support is available. You can call the toll-free number of Ministry of Gender, which is 0800-323232. And for those who have survived through child abuse, feel free to also call the Sauti helpline 116. Thank you for watching.